Well, hello. It's been a while. Since it's been a while, I talked in front of the camera. I feel a little silly, to be honest. And it feels rather disconnected, but for some reason, I do miss it. I miss making videos, making longer content and stuff. But on that, I also thought a lot about what my artwork represents. I think a lot of the time, or most of the time, my artwork represented a way of escaping kind of sadness or depression, anxiety, all this like really difficult passages of life. And all of a sudden, I just kind of started realizing that I am in a very happy state of my life, but there's also a lot of tranquility and just a lot of good emotions. And I sort of started losing the connection to my art. And that's when I began to questioning what is my art really, because I do all these cute drawings and, what I feel, but I never really questioned it. I kind of just knew what, when a paper or page sits in front of me, I just kind of know, like I know what I want to do. And I just, it comes up and it can be so random or it can be cute or stuff, but it's really like coming out of a place of like darkness, of sadness or stuff. And now that I feel like my life is a little bit more not refined, but in a way that it's a little bit more organized. I know what I want, I know what I'm doing. Like it, I just feel very at ease with where my life is at right now, having to have moved from a whole new country. Then it's like, huh. And then I begin to question, I was an artist or I made art because of my sadness. I went from YouTube videos to podcasts to photography, travel videos. I did drawing and art and all this amazing things. But then it all came out of place of feeling like I needed to be out of what I felt was sadness, depression, and all these traumas that I never fixed in my life. And once I fixed that, I began to question, okay, what do I do now? Because like I don't know how to draw about happiness. I don't know how to be an artist that spreads happiness. I would show, what made me sad or what made me question life and things like that. But how do I draw from a place where I feel at ease with life? And that has been a challenge. uh, I started taking classes. Well, not really classes, but it's like a drawing club. And that has helped a lot because they give you these categories, right? And so you're just drawing based on that category. And I think it's also kind of like a blur of different things, right? Expressing yourself based on this subject, kind of opening up to new ideas, but also like meeting new people, interacting or not interacting, like seeing the spectrum of everything. So it's quite been fun. Yeah, I think most of my life I've dedicated 15 years or so of my life to the internet, social media, and all of that. And sometimes when you're in it for that long, you really begin to question, like, wow, my life was really all of this. Like, all my memories are stored here. Like, I can go back to an exact date and be like, oh my God, like, I recognize that emotion or that feeling. But as I gotten happier about things, I sort of distanced myself from social media. Like I stopped posting, or I stopped making videos, or I stopped taking even photography. And it reminded me recently of one of my favorite podcasts, the Humorman Show. He was speaking about dopamine, and basically, I have like a little note here, and basically dopamine, right? It's like what makes you happy and stuff and things like that. But it also, he kind of was questioning, like, it basically reduces the pain of craving, right? So sort of, I would think of my artwork and videos and stuff. I was the minimizing the pain, right? The pain of like being alone, not being understood, not dealing with traumas. And so I would create, right? I would create, which seems like a very positive thing, but in a way, I was disguising it, right? But now that I opened up and I kind of healed a lot of the trauma I had in my life, it's like, how does art work? How does art work for me now? And so it's really a questioning of life, right? Of an artist. And I find it kind of beautiful because it's very enlightened. So yeah, this is to say that I'm kind of going to start this series where I just kind of talk about what I feel and what I'm up to. But I kind of wanted to, just speak about this because I feel like, in a way, a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, you're not creating so much anymore, you're not making art, you're not posting." And I think that's because I realized like that wasn't part of me anymore. I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, on this new episode of me talking here against my little rack of artist things, is to explore myself in the new formats again. Like, what is it that I like about art and what I want to represent, and how I can show happiness and tranquility and stability in in all the formats I know, whether that's painting, photography, drawing, film. And I hope that you guys join along with me on this journey because it's gonna be a fun one. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.